All right, for chapter 7, we're going to be looking at time clock settings. Under dealership settings, we can see it's down our list under personnel summary and above method of payment, time clock. When I come to this page, I have some basic components. I have the option whether I would like to use time clock or not. My payroll start date or my sync dates. You basically set the date you do your payroll, and then the type of period you're going to use for it, whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, quarterly, or some type of custom. Anytime you see a question mark in DX1 like this, you can click it and it'll explain details about what our settings are just to clarify. Not everybody uses the same terminology all the time. So if you see those, make sure to click those. And then you can come in and you can search an employee that's an active user. In this case, I've searched for an employee. I found one. I can highlight their name. Now, what I'm doing here is setting their hire date. They're setting their 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, both of the above, none of the above. In this case, let's say both of the above. And then we would have the user set a unique passcode here or assign them one. This is the code that they'll use to actually clock in and out of time clock when they're using it. And then if this employee also needs to be associated with managing other employees, you could see here there's a large option of them that this user could be assigned to. So maybe this particular user, like myself, is a manager, and I might need to update or adjust time cards for people within my area. This is where I could come and decide who that this particular user can also be responsible for. Once I go set all that information in, I click save, and then they're in our list. And then later, when I go use technician time clock, that's where I can go ahead and enter in these codes or whatever I have to get entered into the system where we can clock in. So this is a pretty easy chapter. Again, find your user, set a payroll start date, the periods, decide if they're responsible for anybody else, and go ahead and hit save, and you're good. So that covers chapter 7, time clock.